There are basically three groups in the scientific community that research climate change and its impacts on the environment. They are the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, who are a group of government bodies that essentially believe that anthropogenic or human-induced climate change is what's behind rising global temperatures. And then there's what we call the skeptics. These are the group of scientists that generally question human-induced global warming. And they also believe that climate changes for a variety of reasons, like the mechanisms of the sun, for example. And it's important to note that these two groups agree on a lot of the main points that address climate change. They agree that it's incredibly difficult to predict catastrophic consequences from increasing temperatures. And then there's a group of scientists that are completely outside of either of these groups that don't have any expertise in climate change at all. But they continue to publish papers that suggest that climate change is responsible for things like acne, that it starts wars, and that it affects women more than men. They're the ones propelling this end-of-the-world doomsday fear-based narrative about climate change. And Catherine McKenna, our Minister of Environment and Climate Change, is one of them. Recent tweets made by the minister show this, and they promote the idea that climate change has more of an effect on women than men, because gender parity and equality or something like that. Check out this tweet where she says that she'll be focusing on the disproportionate effect of climate change on women. And this one stating that climate change is fueling violence against women. Even Super Science-y Chatelaine magazine jumped in to defend the minister. You know, I often wonder what planet the Liberals are on. I looked into published papers on gender and climate change, and there were very few that had actual climate scientists as authors or co-authors. Many came from sociology, agriculture, and anthropology backgrounds, all important fields, but they're just not climate scientists. Many academics have publication quotas, so why not grab the flashiest new headline and run with it? It's like clickbait for university circles. And this is the fallout of putting gender parity ahead of actual qualifications. Catherine McKenna is a social justice warrior with no expertise in climate change or the environment. The more she speaks on the issue, the more misinformation is spread by people that aren't necessarily specialists. And the more climate change becomes a basis for instilling fear. These are the people with the loudest voices, but the truth is that the debate on the impact of climate change is ongoing and it's not settled. It's people like Catherine McKenna that take away from the merits of the real experts that we should be listening to. For the Rebel.media, I'm Holly Nicholas.
Thanks for watching. Click here to never miss a Rebel update. Want even more of the Rebel? Well, click here to become a premium member.